Hi, David Balestri here. It's such an honor to be able to just take a couple of minutes and unpack with you some thoughts that I've got around pursuing spirituality, pursuing destiny and purpose. I'm a guy that in my teenage years really struggled in this space, and as a result of that I made a bunch of dumb choices and some unwise decisions. But I'm really thankful that towards the end of my teens, I was able to come into a bit of a journey, a bit of an understanding that set my life on a different course. And I know that for many of you in the program, that's probably a similar space where you find yourself at, and you're probably in different stages of that journey. You know, when it comes to exploring or growing in or coming into alignment with just spiritual things and maybe considering them for the first time, I think I want to give you, just 3 handles that might help you to explore this a little bit deeper. I think the first handle for me around exploring spirituality and all the rest is being willing to accept that actually inside of you there's a destiny, there's a plan and a purpose that is greater than yourself. It's not something that you just thought up one day, but actually inside of you, God, whatever and however that relates to you or what that means to you, that there's a plan, there's a purpose. You actually have something to do, to bring to your life, to this earth, to the friends around you. Maybe it's a gift or a talent. Maybe it's an enterprise. I'm a business guy. I found great purpose in my businesses and was able to help many people through that. So I think that's probably the first step. This thing of acknowledging, inside of me, there's something greater than just my thoughts and my aspirations. There's something that I have to do. And I think that's the first one. I think the second thought is this, that allowing yourself to really accept that someone knows you deeply and better than yourself. I'm not talking about a human being now, but again, this thought about spirituality, that you're not an accident, you're not, you haven't been made by mistake, but that God knows you intimately, the good, the bad, all of it. And that's okay. That you're accepted by God, by the universe. I think that's really important, that someone knows you better, maybe even knows you better than you know you. And that's okay. There's something about being known, that is so precious and important. So this thought about there's a destiny or a plan or a purpose or a dream that's greater than me, didn't start with me, but it's inside of me and only I can do that. This sense that somebody knows me deeply. And I think the third way to really engage with a spiritual journey is to have a willingness to go, I'm actually going to give myself. I'm going to give myself to this journey. Well, how do you do that? Well, I can tell you many of the great programs that you're doing there around figuring out, what you're good at, what's in your heart, how you're wired in your personality. These things are really important. It's an important process of engaging with the goodness that's inside of you, or the gold or the gift that's inside of you. You've got to commit to doing that. I think being part of the program of MMAD is, in some way, even though the program is not overtly religious in any way, which is okay. It's actually part of the spiritual journey that you're on. And you can be on a different spiritual journey than the person next to you. So I don't think one size fits all necessarily. But these 3 keys, this thought about There's a destiny inside of me. Somebody knows me. Somebody knows me. And thirdly, I'm going to give myself to the process, to the journey of spirituality. I believe those three keys are powerful in really seeing you go from strength to strength in this space and in life in general. Thanks so much for giving me the opportunity to share with you, and I look forward to catching up with you one day. See you. Bye.